Have you ever wondered why some traders consistently identify high probability buy and sell zones, while most traders keep entering the market at the wrong time? Everyone is looking at the same chart, the same candlesticks, the same indicators. So what's the difference? The difference is between simply watching price and actually understanding the market. Most traders only focus on price. Professional traders focus on the volume behind the price. Because price only tells you where the market moved, volume tells you why it moved there. And once you learn to read price and volume together, high probability buy and sell zones become much easier to identify. That's exactly what this video is about. Today we'll break this down into 3 key steps to understand how volume analysis helps identify high probability buy and sell zones. Step 1. Understanding the relationship between price and volume. First, let's understand one of the most important concepts. Price alone never tells the complete story. Price is simply the outcome. Volume is the reason behind that outcome. Imagine a stock that's steadily moving higher. If volume also continues increasing with every new candle, it means buyers are genuinely supporting the move. Demand is strong. The market has momentum. Now consider a different scenario. Price keeps moving higher, but volume starts declining with every new candle. On the surface, the market still looks bullish, but in reality, buyers are becoming weaker. The market is moving higher simply because of momentum, not because of strong demand. At this stage, large institutions often begin slowing down their buying activity, and eventually, that market can reverse sharply. The same principle applies during a downtrend. If price is falling while volume continues increasing, sellers are highly aggressive. But if price is falling while volume keeps decreasing, selling pressure is fading. This is often where smart money begins quietly accumulating positions. That's why looking at price alone isn't enough. Volume tells you how much real conviction exists behind every move. Step 2. The effort versus result mental model. Now let's discuss one of the most important principles used by professional traders: effort versus result. Understanding this concept is one of the biggest keys to identifying high probability buy and sell zones. In the market, volume represents the effort. Price movement represents the result. Now think about this. If the effort is large and the result is also large, the market is behaving normally. For example, volume expands significantly. Price also breaks higher with a strong bullish candle. That tells us buyers are successfully pushing the market higher. Now consider another situation. Volume is extremely high, but price barely moves. That means a lot of effort, very little result. That's not normal. This often signals distribution. Large institutions are absorbing buying pressure. Retail traders continue buying. Institutions quietly sell into that demand. From the outside, the market still appears strong, but underneath, that strength is fading. Now look at the opposite situation. Volume is extremely high, but price refuses to move lower. Every selling attempt is immediately bought back. That tells us strong buying is taking place. Selling pressure is being absorbed. Many major market reversals begin exactly like this. So always ask yourself one simple question. Does the effort match the result? If the answer is yes, the trend may continue. If the answer is no, the market could be preparing for a major shift. Step 3. Identifying high probability buy zones. Now let's talk about actual buy zones. The first pattern is stopping volume. Imagine the market has been falling for several days. Every candle is bearish. Everyone is panic selling. Then suddenly, one day, extremely high volume appears. Price sells off during the session, but recovers strongly before the close. This is a very important signal. Despite heavy selling, price couldn't stay down. Why? Because someone absorbed all of that selling. That may be the first sign of smart money entering the market. This is called stopping volume. It's not an immediate buy signal, but it suggests that the downtrend may be losing strength. Now let's look at another signal, a spring or false breakdown. Price breaks below support. Retail traders panic and sell. But shortly afterward, price moves right back above support. Volume is higher than normal. This suggests liquidity was collected below the support level. Weak hands have exited. Strong hands have built positions. This often creates a high probability buy zone. Now the third confirmation, volume confirmation. If a breakout happens with volume that's well above average, the probability of a successful breakout increases significantly. But if a breakout happens without strong volume, it often turns into a false breakout. Step 4. Identifying high probability sell zones. Now let's discuss sell zones. One of the most important patterns is buying climax. Imagine the market has been rallying for several days. Everyone is bullish. The news is positive. Social media is filled with buy recommendations. Then suddenly, massive volume appears. Price spikes sharply higher. But by the end of the session, the candle forms a long upper wick. That tells us heavy selling occurred at higher prices. Retail traders were buying with excitement. Large institutions were taking profits. This is known as a buying climax. Markets often begin weakening from this area. Now, another important signal, the upthrust. Price breaks above resistance. Everyone rushes in to buy. But the candle closes back below resistance. Volume is extremely high. That tells us the breakout failed. Liquidity was collected. The market may now move lower. This often creates a high probability sell zone. Step 5. Volume divergence. Now let's discuss one of the most powerful concepts in volume analysis, volume divergence. If price continues making higher highs, but volume keeps declining, the uptrend is losing strength. Momentum is fading. Fewer buyers are participating. The probability of a reversal increases. Now consider a downtrend. Price keeps making lower lows, but volume continues decreasing. That tells us sellers are becoming exhausted. Selling pressure is fading. This is often where a market begins forming a bottom. Volume divergence should never be used alone. But when combined with support, resistance, and overall market structure, its reliability increases significantly. Real-world example. Imagine a stock has major support at $100. Price continues falling until it reaches that level. Suddenly, volume jumps to 3 times its normal level. During the trading session, price drops to $96, but by the close, it finishes back above $101. Price alone doesn't tell the full story. Volume reveals that strong buying entered the market. The following day, price breaks above $103. Volume expands again. This is where a high probability buy zone begins to form. Now another example. A stock has major resistance at $500. Price breaks above resistance and reaches $510. Volume is extremely high, but the session closes back at $495. That tells us buyers were trapped. Heavy institutional selling entered the market. This often becomes a high probability sell zone. The biggest mistake. Most traders try identifying buy and sell zones using nothing more than horizontal support and resistance lines. But not every support level is strong. Not every resistance level matters. Volume is what separates the important levels from the meaningless ones. If an area attracts unusually high volume, that level deserves attention. If there's no volume behind it, that level can easily fail. So always ask yourself 3 questions. Did unusual volume appear at this level? Did price produce the expected result from that volume? Does the overall market structure confirm the signal? If the answer to all 3 questions is yes, you've likely found a high probability buy or sell zone. Conclusion. High probability buy and sell zones don't come from indicators. They come from understanding the relationship between price and volume. Once you learn to recognize where demand is truly strong, where supply is becoming dominant, where effort no longer matches the result, and where smart money is revealing its presence through volume, your decisions stop being based on guesswork. They become based on how the market is actually behaving. Remember, price tells you the direction. Volume tells you the quality of that direction. And when both tell the same story, that's where the highest probability buy and sell zones begin to appear.